Welcome you guys to my YouTube channel. I am Pops and I'm back on entertainment, but I'm not here for entertainment story. I'm about to tell you something which happened and it's reality so that you can be able to learn one or two things. So this other day I was still in college, on my way to home, and then this other car, expensive car, came across, and then that guy just stopped and started greeting me, and then I greeted him back. And then after that he said that, oh, where are you going? And I told him that, oh, I'm going to my room. How about and then he said that, how about I accompany you? I said, okay, it's fine, let's go. Then he accompanied me. Then on the way, he said that, oh, you know what? I do not have a wife, and I want someone who can be my wife. And then immediately I said, oh no, I don't know you guys. How? Like you have got everything that you want in the world. So why me? Why me? Like you have what it takes, Why me? And then he said that, I just saw you and I said, how about I approach you and then maybe I can win. And then he started talking. I don't know if I was stage or what, guys, but I just felt so in love with that guy. I felt so like when I look at him, I think maybe he was about 20 something years, or 28 or 29. And then he said that, how about we go to my house and then I show you my house, then we come back and then I said, okay, it's fine. So on our way to his home, we arrived at his home. Yo, the home was so beautiful. Everything was white and red, white and red, white and red. Then he was using a remote to open the gate. And then he opened the gate and the cars that I saw there, they were more than 10. So like I was so shocked, like, oh wow, like what do you work? Where do you work? What do you do for living? And he said that, okay, I'm a businessman. I have shares and everything. I have tenants. Okay, it's fine. And then we went inside of his house. And then when we went inside of his house, he said that, okay, can you please leave your shoes by the door? And then I left my shoes by the door, and then he was starting to show me house by house. But something that surprised me is that there's this one small house. He never opened it. He said, I asked him, oh, okay, what about, is this one a guest room or what? And he said that, no, let's not open that one now. Let me show you other houses, other rooms, I'm sorry. Other rooms. Then he showed me other rooms, like, oh, everything was red and white. Everything was so beautiful and luxurious. So, and then we went to the dining room and then we were sitting there and he said, oh, what do you want to eat? And I said, anything. Like, okay. He started cooking for me. He cooked for me meat and normal pap. And then we started eating and everything. And then he was telling me that, you know what? When I grew up, I was so poor. And then I started my business and everything. And then because when my mommy died, that is when I experienced that I have siblings. I have to find something, and then I registered my company, and then my company went viral in such a way that I am where I am today, and I started tenders and everything, and I said, okay, fine. So we were like the conversation was smooth, continuing and everything. Then I think it was around 8 p.m. and I said, okay, how about you accompany me to my house or to my rest, he said, no, like we will go soon, don't worry, it's not like you are staying at home. And then I said, okay, fine. I don't know what was happening, like in my mind I told myself that, okay, he should let me tell him to accompany me, but the moment he replies, I feel like, okay, it's fine. Let me just say, yeah, it's fine. And out of nowhere, I started trusting him so much. I trusted him so much. I don't know where does that trust issue comes from. So He asked me, how about you sleep here? You will go home the next day. And then I said, okay, it's fine. And he said, okay, because it's my first time meeting you and then you are just learning to know me, let me not sleep with you in the same room. I'm going to sleep at the other room. And I said, okay, it's fine. And then he showed the room that I will use to sleep in. And then I went to the room. The room was so beautiful. I asked him, how about I start taking a shower? Can you please show me the bathroom? And he asked me, do you want a bathroom or a shower? And I said, both. Then he showed me where we find a bathroom and where we find a shower. Anyway, the shower and the bathroom were inside each bedroom, like it was just behind the building in. Then I started bathing. Then he went to the room that he wanted to use to sleep. Then when I was bathing, I felt so heavy. I don't know how to define that, but I felt so heavy in such a way that there's something that is so heavy in my shoulder. Then like I ignored that feeling. I continued bathing. Then I went back to the room. Then I was preparing myself so I can be able to sleep. Then I remember calling my friend Shilizi. Like she said that unfortunately she's no more. I told her that, oh, my friend, like, I think I found Mr. Right. I think I found Mr. Right this time, because, like, if I can tell you where I am, ish. And then she started saying, oh, congratulations, my friend. Look, I was so happy that day. And then, to cut the story short, the night went by. I think it was around, I don't know. It was around 1 a.m. or 12. Then I'm emotional now. I'm becoming emotional now. I felt something by the door. That something started calling my name. I wanted to respond, but it was so not possible for me to respond. Then that thing continued calling my name. Then something forced me to respond. Then I said, hello. And then he said, can you please open the door for me? And then I realized that that voice is the voice of that guy. Then I went to open the door. Then when I opened the door, guys, I saw a very huge baboon. A very huge baboon. Very huge. Like, I felt like I was dreaming, but I was not dreaming. It was a very, like, I started screaming. Then, when I was screaming, it shut my mouth and closed my mouth and said that you do not have to be afraid. You do not have to scream. I'm not going to do anything to you that can harm you. I love you so much. I am that guy that you saw. I am that guy that came with you in this house. It's just that during this time I change. And this is what is going to happen. Even when I marry you, I'm going to change and keep on changing to different animals. Yo, guys, I regretted going there. And then it started whispering on my left ear. Then when it was whispering on my left ear, I felt like something is coming out of my head. And then and then it started sleeping with me. But it was not that one that you can feel that, oh, you're feeling something good. It was so painful in such a way that I don't know how to mention it, but it was so painful. Then after that, it went back and then it left me just on top of the red and white bed, and I was bleeding so bad. But what surprised me is that Even I did not have any scare, but how that baboon was touching me, how it was doing its things, I thought maybe it will left me with scares, but I was having so many blood. My blood, the blood that I had that day, it can feel a 10 liter. So okay, I was so crying. I was powerless because bloods were just coming out of my body. Then in the morning, I think it was around 5 a.m., that guy came and he said, "Oh, baby, what is happening?" And I said, "This is what happened." And he said, "Oh, you don't know, but you just passed this test. You're going to be my wife. I'm going to accompany you to the doctor." Then we went to the doctor and the doctor treated me and everything. And they said that, "Oh, did you tell her that he's no longer going to conceive and have a child?" So, yeah. Then he said that I will explain to her later. Then he explained to me later that no, you're no longer going to have a child, but I'm going to marry you. I'm going to stay with you for the rest of your life. But this thing that happened now, you are not allowed to share it with anyone. If you share it with anyone, you are going to die. You are going to die. Yo, so guys, I was so scared. I was so scared in such a way that I told him that I'm not going to tell anyone. Then after that, we went back and then he started saying that, okay, I want to, because he took my phone, so I was no longer able to talk with my relatives and my friends. Then he said that I want to marry you, so it means that when we go back, there's no longer need for you to go back to school anymore. When we go back, I'm going with you. I will talk to my relatives and so that I can marry you. Anyway, guys, part two is coming. Part two is coming. Wait for part two. I'm still going to tell you part two, what happened after that. I love you so much and thank you for listening to this up to so far. It means a lot to me. I've already saw a change and a huge growth on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe. Bye bye.